What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, January 9th, 2020. This is the make or break for Bitcoin. In this video, I'm going to talk about the potential for a $5,700 range Bitcoin or a $13,000 range Bitcoin. I know these are extremes, but we've come out of very key patterns and we're testing very key areas. And this is kind of leading into a moment of truth. I think the next 30 days or so are going to tell a lot in terms of what direction Bitcoin is headed, at least in the short to midterm. So let's jump into this video. Let's talk about it. And I tweeted about this a little bit ago. This is just a very simple truth in terms of Bitcoin. The 50 moving average, this blue line running through the screen, this is the moment of truth. Will Bitcoin hold support? I'm very confident that Bitcoin is going to test this area down here around $7,300. I'm very confident, and that is a good thing. We want to see that happen because if we get support there and a bounce back above the 50 moving average, we can really more confidently talk about Bitcoin making a run into this short-term, mid-term bullish move. However, I tweeted a little bit ago about this area, and this is just a perfect illustration of what Bitcoin looks like when it's testing an upper trend line of a long-term pattern, namely this falling wedge you see on the screen, and also failing support above the 50 moving average. And we are at this key area again. Everybody remembers late October, Bitcoin making some awesome gains. It was a few days and it was just Bitcoin was going crazy. And though it took a little longer to get here, Bitcoin kind of has recently made a similar move. We've broken back above the 50 moving average. We've tested this trend line, but right now we are basically in this area. Is Bitcoin going to do something different this time around other than fail to break a key resistance area and also fail to hold support above the 50 moving average? First off, on the short term, price range wise, we are very close to finding out. I mean, we're 7% or so above the 50 moving average, this blue line, and it's the biggest thing to watch for. If Bitcoin is getting ready to break that support, Bitcoin most likely going to put in a lower low in this falling wedge, and we're going to see some more downward momentum, some capitulation, some people most likely freaking out because of it. I don't even necessarily think that's a bad thing. If we zoom out on these charts, what we've been talking about is Bitcoin right now is trying to find its higher low, whether that's right here or right here from that bear market low. That is yet to be seen. That's what we're tracking. Now, going over to this chart, we have some patterns that Bitcoin has broken out of, and this is what's key. This is what gives us that sense of, wow, something is getting ready to happen now, because we've broken out of kind of these patterns. We've broken some really key trend lines. We've broken above this blue line, the 50 moving average, which was confluent with this inverse head and shoulders neckline that I'm moving around on the screen right now. But we've broken above those things. And that usually signifies that Bitcoin is getting ready to kind of do a reversal or a continued downtrend. And that's why I'm confident that this will happen in the next, 4 weeks or so. And you can see this took around a month. We got this resistance here at the upper trend line, and it took around a month to put in a lower low from that area. So Bitcoin is either going to come back down, test the 50 moving average, continue up, bullish, or it's going to continue down through that support of the 50 moving average, break that support. We might put in a lower low. And that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, going back to this chart, I do want to point out another thing, another indicator. The stock RSI, the RSI, kind of up there. The RSI is not in that overbought area, so that's completely awesome. There's a ton of room for Bitcoin to continue up. On the stock RSI, this quicker moving momentum oscillator, there is some room for some downtrend. And that would make sense if Bitcoin did continue down a little bit, maybe 7% or so, as we discussed, to this 50 moving average to test that 50 moving average. I want to see that happen. I want to see Bitcoin and what it does at the 50 moving average over there. So that's something I'm really looking out for. And then the other thing confluent with that 50 moving average you see on this daily chart is this, our Fibonacci retracement. It's our previous swing low to our previous swing high, and we come right back into this 618 to 786 area of support. It is the perfect area to watch right now. It's around $7,400, $7,500, down to around $7,200. So that is the key area to watch for Bitcoin support. Let's call it 7,400 down to 7,200. important channel. That's what I'm watching. What will happen? I'm not here to predict anything. Everybody, this is not financial advice. This is just me collecting the data on the charts, looking at it. I know what I'm ready for. I'm ready to buy the dip if I need to, if Bitcoin does make a huge move over the next month to the downside, into the 5,000s potentially, maybe low 6,000s. Let me know your thoughts. I'm just providing this data to you. I want to kind of share this with you, go through this with you, and also get your thoughts. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next video, and God bless.